physically, conquer mentally.
Hello, Space Dogs, and happy Friday to all of you. How's it all going? How's everything? How's everybody doing? I know it's been 2 weeks now, right? Although, for a change, at least I was like, I was, this was scheduled. As far as like, I knew I wasn't going to be streaming last week because I was working Colossal Con, and was very busy, and all of that stuff. So, like, so it wasn't just that I didn't get around to it or didn't want to. I literally just couldn't, or at least not in this fashion. I mean, I guess I could have done a live stream from the con, but as it turned out, I didn't really have that much time to do anything like that. Plus, I don't know. You know how remote live streams are, or mobile live streams. They're weird. I've tried a few, and they always seem to go sideways in some way. But hey, you know, like 15% of these streams go sideways in some way. So, you know, what you gonna do? Anyway, hello to who am I saying hello to? Hello to Glitched, Jay Palmer, your mom who says you waited forever for this. You waited forever for Second Dance Floor specifically, or for Pump It Up, or for today, or just in general. I'm curious what you were so eagerly anticipating. I'm happy. I'm glad you made it, and but I'm just curious. But anyway, I feel a little bit funky today. Just like not funky like funky, but like funky like weird. I feel a little bit, I don't know, dizzy-ish or something like that. I realized at about 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that I hadn't actually eaten any lunch. I did have breakfast, but at that point I was like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. Actually, I'm really hungry. So I like, so I'm wondering if it's a little bit of that. Like I just didn't eat properly, but then I went and had some food, and I was making sure. I actually had my night scheduled out, because I wanted to eat some dinner like around 5-ish or so. 5:30, somewhere in there. That way I'd have plenty of time, you know, to have it like kind of digest, right? And so that I wasn't like stuffing my face full of food and then immediately coming to try and stream / play Pump It Up, because that is a barfy time. But So I had that planned out, and it's exactly what I did. But I didn't think about the fact that I was going to leave a huge gap in the middle of the day where I didn't eat, and that was probably a mistake. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let's see here. Glitched. Liking the layout. Oh, excellent. I appreciate that. This is I guess you didn't tune in. I don't think you were watching the first dance floor stream. But I haven't really changed it for this one, but yeah, actually, it was funny because the first dance floor stream, I threw the layout together in like 20 minutes, and it was super basic, and there were like no graphics for, starting soon or ending or any of that kind of stuff. It just kind of, it was just like, okay, crash to live, go. And then we ended up having a bunch of problems with a bunch of syncing issues with the game. So that whole stream, it's still live, but it's just kind of a mess. So Tim and I came back for a second go around of First Dance Floor, where technically the game worked much better. Just great, actually. It was actually a lot of fun, and I had plenty of time at that point to go through and build like real layouts and everything. And in particular, I got I don't know what gave me the idea to do it, but I really, for whatever reason, the old like DVD screensaver bouncing thing like came into my head, and I'm like, oh, I should do that with the title screen. And so if you were here just a few minutes ago, you would have seen that, and that was me being a dork and amusing myself. Yeah, definitely made that in After Effects, because that's what After Effects is for. So realistically, yes, realistically that is true. However, like, After Effects is way overkill for that. But again, this is probably my third time ever using After Effects, so it was just like, oh, well, this is something pretty simple to do, and it'll give me a little bit of experience so that, maybe I'll know a little bit more. So it was good. But anyway, regen, conventions are busy places, it'd probably be too hectic. Yeah. Especially like, so I don't at least like anime conventions, I don't generally attend them anymore. I go there to work because I'm on staff. There are other types of conventions that I will go as an attendee, but not this one. And so yeah, I am, in addition to conventions being pretty busy anyway, I'm actually there to do a job, so I'm actually busy, like for real busy. But anyway, let's see. Your mom, oh, you're just excited for Pump It Up? Yeah, me too, because I really like Pump, and I've been looking forward to these, and it was a lot of fun when I got these started. I guess it's been 3 weeks ago now, but I'm trying to do at least one. I'm trying to do at least one a week, but the plan is to hopefully go from beginning to end. I don't have double X, but everything else I believe I have. I have not tested it all, so I may run into some issues, but in theory I have them, so cross fingers, we'll get to take a look at basically everything. Let's see, couldn't join the first dance floor stream because it was 2 a.m. or so your time. Oh yeah, that's right. I did end up starting that one really late, didn't I? Well, here we go. Um, let's see, what do we got here? The "It's Party Time" thing is fixed in this release. So as far as I can tell, "It's Party Time" is gone. I did play like one test game. So in first dance floor, whenever any song, whenever a song starts, like after the first couple of seconds, you hear a voice and it's like, "It's party time," and like in game, that's whatever. But in the attract loop, it would do it there as well, even if you had the demo sound turned off. So like the whole thing was quiet except every time the demo of the song would start, it would be, "It's party time." So when Tim and I were chatting and stuff like that on stream last time, we kept getting interrupted by that clip, which is so silly. But anyway, in the test game that I played of this a little bit earlier today, I did not notice that it even says "It's party time" in game anymore. So I think, yes, it's fixed, but it's fixed by virtue of being eliminated entirely. But we'll take a look at it here when we what do you call when I get started playing. Blah, 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 blah. You were here for Glitch. You were here for the first one. Okay, I can't remember. That was 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, and I'm bad at that kind of thing anyway. Yaladre, question: is this cab online? The answer is no, and also no. So we're playing Second Dance Floor today from 1999, which my understanding is this. Well, there's actually a build date down in the lower corner. And it's like December or something, 1999. So my understanding is this was, I think, just 4 months after First Dance Floor. So they were just churning them out real fast. But there was no such thing as online yet at this point. Online features for Pump don't come until much later in the series. So that's the first no. Second no is, no, the cabinet is not online. Only, it could be, but I think, so I don't have double X. I can't play it on this cabinet because it requires an HD monitor, of which the old CRT is not one. So I am unable to play it without replacing the monitor, which I don't really want to do. So I don't have double X, and while some of the games prior to double X did have online features, those have since ended. Now, my understanding is, unlike Konami, and Amiro just lets you get online. There's no charge for it. You don't have to have any like special anything. You just plug your cabinet in and you're good. So, would it be capable of being online? Yes, if I had a compatible game, which at this time I do not. So that's the second no. Anyway, Kieran, hello. Good to see you. And Pat and Tim. Yay, Tim. Tim is not here with me today, but I'm glad that he's here in spirit, or in the ether, in the interether, in Ethernet. Wait, that's something else. Never mind. Let's see. Wilson. I'm probably, we're still early enough in the series that I looked it up earlier. Let me look. there are, I believe, 18 new songs in this one that I don't know how many songs got removed that were in first that are not in this one, but there are 18 songs in this one that were not in first, plus a few remixes. So that's a small enough amount of content that I'm just going to play it all. So requests should be relatively unnecessary on this stream as they were last time. So I'm not saying no to your request. I'm just saying I'm going to end up playing it anyway. How's that? Let's see. Back to eating food and playing right after being a bad idea. Played DDR after eating a bunch of cereal and hurled it all back out right after playing on the bench in front of a bunch of company. Oh, jeez. So I've never actually like full on barfed from like playing too soon after eating, but I've definitely like felt bad about it. It was bad life choices, right? Navy, does second work better sync wise? Okay, so I want to address that real quick. That is a big thing. If you remember, if you saw the very, very first stream, like syncing was just an utter disaster. And there were a couple people that commented at the time that it seemed like the sync got worse when we started using speed mods. And then on the second stream, I addressed that and I said, no, apparently what happened was the CD-ROM drive that I had installed, or that Tim, I guess, had installed in his MK3, because we're using his MK3 since mine is broken, for whatever reason was not compatible. Shoot, I went and listened to the last stream, and I said for whatever reason a bunch of times, and I was like, ugh, this is gross. But so I was trying not to say it again. But there it was. So anyway, that CD-ROM drive was, let's just say, incompatible, or it was operating in a way that First Dance Floor was not expecting / program for, and so the music was desynced. My theory on that is it seemed like it was seeking to the track and getting it playing faster than expected, which meant that the song was starting early, and which meant that the song was out of sync with the chart and also would end before the chart was finished. And it was out of sync, not by like milliseconds, but maybe by like a whole second. Like a whole count of music sometimes. And it's just like, or a little bit more. It was so bad that like, Tim and I were struggling just to figure out, like, struggling to play it all. We were having to do it by sight alone and without, like, trying to not listen to the music at all because it was completely wrong. Anyway, after that stream, which the second stream, which went fairly well, we actually did, play, and as far as I could tell, everything felt pretty in sync. We didn't have any trouble with the game, really hardly at all. But the thing that we did notice was that while sync seemed mostly correct, I mean, when I say we didn't have any trouble with it, it wasn't obvious. Now, was it, maybe just a little bit off? Perhaps. But, we were passing, we were getting decent scores. We weren't struggling the way we were the first time. So, anyway, but what we did notice was that while the sync seemed fine, the judgment felt very different. Certainly very different than how Pump works today. The timing windows felt much tighter, so it was more difficult to get perfects. and we weren't scoring as well as we would have expected to score on songs that are still in the game and that we play today and that we know pretty well. So, and it actually wasn't until a few days after that stream, Brandon happened to be over, and we were just casually playing some First Dance Floor just to do it. And what we learned, so he tried it, and he was struggling pretty hard to score well. I was doing fine, about as well as I did on stream. But then what we learned, what we tried to do was we tried to play without speed mods. And suddenly our scores just shot way, way up. Like, we were doing way better. Like, I was doing way better. Brandon wasn't struggling anymore, and everything seemed really good and easy by comparison. And so I don't know, like, technically what they're doing, but from observation, it appears that the way they are doing judgment in First Dance Floor is visually by distance of the arrow from the container. So, like, if this is the arrow container at the top here, right? And this is the arrow that's scrolling, right? So when it's lined up perfectly, or, like that, right? Because it overlaps. But anyway, when it's lined up perfectly, that's a perfect. And then if it's a little bit past or a little bit early, that's, great. And then a little bit more is good. And then bad, miss, whatever, right? But because it's doing it visually by like the distance of the arrow from the target, that means when the arrows are scrolling faster, the amount of time that arrow is perfectly in line is smaller, effectively making the timing window smaller and the timing more difficult, the judgment more difficult. And that's very weird. Like, I don't know of any other game that does it that way, and apparently Pump It Up doesn't do it that way anymore either. But as it turns out, we were both correct. I was correct in that the syncing issues were in fact being caused by the CD-ROM drive, because we replaced that and now everything syncs fine. Cool. But the couple of people that noted and commented on the very first stream saying that it seemed like the speed mods were having an effect, they were right as well. They weren't having an effect on sync. The sync was broken. But they were having an effect on judgment. So in addition to struggling to try and play desynced charts, we were also making it even more difficult because we were using speed mods on top of that. So anyway, that's what I've learned since then. So yeah, speed mods in First Dance Floor, and I actually did try it in my test game earlier today. It seems like Second Dance Floor has not changed it yet. So First and Second Dance Floor, at least, speed mods actually make the game harder. They don't just make the scroll go faster, but they effectively make the timing windows smaller at the same time. Neat. You could say that was wrong, but realistically, especially as early as this game is, like, they could have chosen any way they did choose any way they wanted to do it. There was no precedent for it, so hey, it was working. Maybe that was the intent. I don't know. I'm glad that they ended up changing it, because damn, it's so hard. I can only imagine what it must be like on 4X or 8X. Not that I ever play on 8X, but but once we get to once I get into playing, I'll kind of demonstrate that at some point during the stream, so you can kind of see how that looks in practice. So anyway, sorry for that long ish explanation, but I did want to make sure that I got that out because I know a lot of people were curious about it, and it was, you know, kind of a point of contention on the previous two streams. So it's pretty neat to know what we're doing here. Adrian, when I start playing Prime 2, enter the full mode code. Will do. Tim, you're about to find out. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Skipping along a little bit here. December 27th, 99. Yeah, so late that year. Quinn asking if it's more synced. Just went through that. So, as far as I can tell, sync is not broken if your hardware is compatible. Tim, hopefully you can join in person again. Yeah, I hope so too. It was definitely fun. SFJ, hello. Hanto, again, I don't know if you were here when I said a minute ago, but I'm just going to play everything, so requests aren't really necessary because I will end up playing what you're asking for, likely anyway. Unless you're asking me for a song that was in first. I don't know that I'll be playing those, but certainly any of the songs that are new in second, I will. My intent is to play them tonight. Regen, you said besides battle content and maybe remixes, all content is in second from first. Okay, cool. The battle mode things are exclusive to first. Man, that was goofy. That was a goofy mode. But your mom, you once puked in an arcade in front of the bar because you ate 2 cups of mac and cheese and drank milk tea like an hour before playing. Again, bad life choices. Yeah, I've never had that problem, but I've definitely had like terrible cramps and oof. The mess. What a mess. So, Navy, maybe a different speed. Was the stock drive running at 1x or something? So the audio on the drive is Redbook audio. So just plain old CD audio. You can take the disc, throw it in a CD player, and it'll play. So effectively, yes, that is 1x. But that speed shouldn't be any different from one drive to another. And the reality is that the drive that I'm running now is the one that came out of my MK3, which is clearly a replacement drive because it's a DVD drive. So I don't think it's a speed issue so much as it might be like a brand issue or a command set issue that some some CD drives or some optical drives, when you ask it to play track blah, they either do it more quickly or maybe, once they get there, they start faster or something. I don't know exactly what the deal is. According to Tiarmazi, Pump doesn't do anything to try and resync once it starts playing, which is something that DDR does do. So if it gets the initial cue up of the song wrong, SOL. So anyway. Oh, hey, Dad. Also, hey, Nehuen. Okay. Anyway. Just before I get started here, since I think I've made it to the end of the chat, the beginning of the chat, I made it to be current in chat. Two things that I noticed that are interesting. If you saw the intro movie to Second Dance Floor, it looks very similar to First Dance Floor. The music of it is the same, but the video part is a little bit different. Although when I first saw it, I was like, did they just use the same movie? And so I went and watched the first one again, and I was like, no, they are different. Barely. The second one has a little bit more color to it, and like the dance that the guy does is a little bit different. Some of the cuts are a little bit different. But like the overall idea of it is 90% the same. So that's whatever. And then the other thing that I've noticed so this dealie is very, very similar to First. And then what about this layout? I don't know. The two dance floor end. So good. The other thing that I noticed while I was setting up is I went to just do a quick sync check to make sure that all the cameras and all the sources were synced up still from the last stream, and they were. But to do that, I usually take a little bit of a recording and then I play it back frame by frame, and I watch to see things on this screen if they're matching the the game screen, and then I check to make sure that like lights on the stage turn on at the same time between the main camera and the overhead camera and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, as a result of going by frame, the life bar and the whatever demo play or something at the bottom that's doing that flicker, it's literally flickering at 60 frames. So it's like on off every frame. And I'm like, who decided to do it that way? Because God, it looks so obnoxious. But okay, this demo play and these life bars, they're just like flicker central. So Hanto, chill, dude. I will play all of the songs, so you don't need to request. It'll happen. It'll happen naturally. And so while we're at it, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, so I have not changed any of the settings yet. So everything's default, which oddly enough, the default is demo sound off. That's very odd certainly for Pump It Up, and really for any arcade game, but okay. And also the default is 5 coins for a credit. Which is, I assume in Korea, a normal price in 1999? I love how that music clip is not quite the right length. Good job. All right, I'm going to start with easy baby step. And So I think, like the last stream, I'm just gonna go through and play like the upper left choice every time, and then next time we'll do the number 2 upper right, and then that way I won't get confused, and I'll just end up playing them all. I don't know which ones are in easy compared to hard. We may end up playing some of them twice, but that's all right. I love how the lyrics start like 3/4 of the way through the song. Break it down. So I was thinking I was going to play like the same song both with and without a speed mod so that you can kind of see like how the judgment is different. But it occurs to me that the way that you pick songs in this, that's going to be difficult. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Guess I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. Oh god, this song. This is probably one of my least favorite Pump It Up songs. So, musically that song still sucks, but that chart was actually pretty fun. And hey, it's got the Pump It Up spins in it. Can't argue with that. Always a good time. So, there you go. So yeah, I didn't hear It's Party Time at all, right? So I think they just removed that from the game entirely. You said you imagine 5 credits would be like inserting 5 quarters. I would guess it's probably more like inserting 5 dimes. I so like, and this is very rough, but like the rough exchange rate, the rule of thumb, right? In Japan, 100 yen is a dollar. In Korea, 1,000 won is a dollar. It's not exactly that almost ever, but that's like kind of the rule of thumb. So I would guess that 5 credits was 5 100 won coins, or 500 won, which would be about, is that right? About 50 cents. If I had to take a guess. But what do I know? But bet doubles is a lot harder since it has more pads. Started playing doubles instead of singles on DDR. It's way more fun. Yeah, I mean, I prefer doubles on both games. Honestly, I don't think Pump is any more difficult than DDR. You would think that maybe it is, because it has an extra panel compared to DDR. I mean, I guess maybe it is, but in my experience, I think if you started with DDR, trying to move to Pump is going to seem a little bit awkward because you're used to the other way. But I think the same thing applies in the other direction. If you start on Pump and you move to DDR, that's going to feel like the same amount of awkward. So I think either game on its own is roughly the same. It's just moving from one to the other that seems more difficult from your own perspective because you're used to one way or the other. And I've been playing both so long at this point that neither one strikes me as being especially more difficult than the other. They're just different. All the early Pump It Up VGAs seem to be insane. I mean, Pump backgrounds in general are pretty weird. Certainly through the optical disc era. But I mean, a lot of DDR's backgrounds are pretty weird too. It's just that I think Pump's background animation system is actually a little more advanced than DDR's was in the beginning. So they're able to make their weird backgrounds seem even weirder because they're higher res and more frames and all of that stuff. All right. Karen, London is hours and hours away for you to try Pump. Well, you know, someday. Tim did a freestyle to hate. I think I remember that. I mean, it is... if the theme is like noisy, loud, like barely melodic noise and screaming, you know, there you go. Perfect material. You think... So your mom says Pump It Up feels easier to play. I actually kind of agree with that, in that I think the layout of the steps makes things flow nicer than DDR. And then Regent says you think the actual difficulty of the charting is what makes it harder. Yes, I think in some ways that's probably true. I think Pump It Up charts can get harder than DDR charts, but like the gameplay, the play itself, the method, if you will, is not that different. That's what I'm getting at. But I will say that Pump, I guess, could be considered harder in that because of the layout of the steps, there are patterns that you absolutely have to move and turn your whole body to hit. Whereas DDR, you know, if you bracket it, you can kind of barely move at all if you really want to. I find that style of play boring myself, but, you know, from an energy conservation standpoint, I get it. In that regard, yes, I think there's probably some merit to DDR being easier than Pump. But, you know, overall, you know, if you're... The types of things that are available in either game are mostly about the same, in my experience. Okay. So, moving on.
Hit me!
I'm probably going to change some settings here in a second. Baby step, easy mode. Classic. This has been in the game a long time, and also was in DDR, in third mix, Korean version. way to end that. All right. Oh yeah, this one was also in DDR. Third Korea. Yeah, you're right, Regen. That cut is of Tell Me is a little disappointing. But mostly, like the ones that were the songs that are in Pump that are also in DDR. Since I played DDR and DDR third mix Korea before Pump, like I got used to the cuts that they used in DDR, and so like when I hear the Pump cuts, oftentimes I'm like expecting it to do something, but then it doesn't do that, or does something else.
It's time right here. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we do it in 99 to year to G. Check it. 여기 있는 사람들 모두 높이 손을 들어 리듬에 맞춰서 신나게 몸을 흔들어 이게 진짜 파티야 하는 생각 너도 들어 나 꼭 진짜 죽인다 하는 생각은 들어 돌아본 소리 해줘도 절대 난 안 들어 거기 있는 아가씨 나는 아주 맘에 들어 그 아가씨 진짜 이쁜가 봐라 이리 봐라 나도 바라면서 손을 흔들어
What was that at the end? What's going on there? Why is it? Alright, just for fun. Is this going to be the hard chart though? Or is this going to be the same chart? So I've set the speed mod. Let's see. So you can kind of see like how the timing is different and how my score is different. Either that or I'm just going to play well for no reason. Honestly, that felt about the same to me. But it could be that I'm also on easy, so, you know. Game over! Alright. So that was all the number 2 songs. Let me switch this up a second here. So, help off, demo sound on. Why not? No. No, I don't want that. Coin option. How about 1? No, not free play. 1.
Hit me!
There we go. I thought I said no help. Oh well. Weird. So I played Hate already. I guess. So I've been noticing that the scroll does sometimes seem to like either hesitate or jump ahead a little bit. So maybe the game does have some notion of resyncing with the music. I don't know. Or maybe the chart is just made that way. That's also possible. Well, I am so happy to be playing this a second time. Woo! Did I miss the option and select exit instead of save and exit? Oh, my bad. That makes sense. And here, so I actually like the DDR announcers. I think it adds personality to the game. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I feel like that's kind of a thing that's missing from Pwn, personally. But to each his own, I suppose. What? What? I don't even know what just happened there. You know, maybe the game's a little buggy. Whoops. As I recall, this one was in first. I know for sure this was in first.
Tonight is the night. Funky music is the night. Oh, do you wanna funky music? Everybody funky music. Tonight is the night. Funky music is the night. Oh, do you wanna funky music? Everybody funky music. Tonight is the night. Funky music is the night. Oh, do you wanna funky music? Everybody funky music.
Yeah, you're talking about charts and stuff changing. I know, like in DDR, once a chart is established, like it almost never changes. Pump is quite different in that regard, especially in these early mixes. My understanding is things got changed up a lot. I guess they decided, well, you know, that one kind of sucks. let's do something different. Not only that, but, you know, typically DDR has, you know, like 3 difficulties single and then 3 difficulties double. Pump is all over the map. Sometimes they'll just be, you know, there are lots of difficulties for particular songs that are missing or that they'll have 2 of. So, especially if you look at modern Pump, right? Like, it's like the whole width of the screen is all the different difficulties available for the song. And sometimes it's, you know, 4, sometimes it's 10. So, whatever. And your mom, you hate jumping in DDRs. Thank God Pump It Up can let me avoid that if the pads are actually good. Oh, how so? How avoid? So like jumping kind of hurts my back these days a little bit, so I'm not the most fond of it. But I feel like you still have to jump in Pump either way. I know I was kind of like lazying it some, that I was just like hitting it with my heels like this. But if you have to, you know, move to a different, like if it's a series of jumps, you know, like from here to here, I don't know that you can really avoid it too much. Yeah, I mean, but anyway, I don't know. Graduating from high school, graduating from middle school. Holy moly, y'all are kids. Let's see, I graduated from high school in 1993. So I graduated from middle school. Technically, I didn't graduate from middle school because I went to a middle school for a couple of grades, and then I moved, and the place that I moved to did junior high instead of middle school, and so it was a little bit different, I guess. I don't know, but that was like, what, 89, I think? Anyway, it's been a minute. You slide your feet to play this game because you can't stand moving. Wow, you should like DDR more then. Just bracket it. You don't have to move at all. So, Kid Lancaster, can I play Extravaganza? The answer is yes, but I'm not going to do it right now unless it just happens to come up now. This game has so few songs, I'm just playing them all. So, requests aren't super necessary because I'm going to get to it. And speaking of getting to it,
Hit me!
I think... Is this my last round of easy? I hope so. It's a little bit boring. So, show help off. Save and exit. Okay. Did I get it this time? And now it's on credits 5.
Hit me!
I didn't change that. This game might have a few bugs. Hey, but it did keep the help thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what the bug is. You have to make all the changes every time? Wait, did I do this already? I know I played this song, but did I play this cart or this course, the lower right? Did I do this already? I'll know with the second song, maybe. Or I'll forget. I don't know. Maybe I didn't play this, and this is just from first. Ooh, did you see that? Those arrows definitely like hesitated and then like jump scrolled a little bit.
지금까지 우린 모두 수만 가지 모습의 혼동된 걸빵집 방했었지. 그리고 앞으로 보나마 나나나나나 모두 똑똑하겠지. 하지만 그렇게 살지 않기 위해 한 가지 색깔만 바라봐야 해. 바라봐야 너네 같은 우갈데 없는 이들이여 내게로 오라. 나 주라 내게로 오라. 지금 날 보고 있는 이들 모두같이 너같이 여기에서 외쳐 주라 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 주라.
이제 후회하시게 다짐도 또한 진실이 없어 믿음도 있을 수 없다. 너희들은 지금까지 말도 안 되는 믿음 그 속에 빠졌어 있었던 너.
There's no like quote that goes with the grade.
모두 다 길이로 모두 다 길이로 가는 모든 우리들 내 자신을 봐. 내 많은 일들로 얼룩져버린 우리 동기의 승리야. 모두 다 길이로 모두 다 길이로 가는 모든 너희들의 주의를 봐. 재성 욕심에 그들은 다시 나올 날 할 수 없어. 기놓기 싫은 기대마저 뒤쫓지 않는 모든 것을 지금부터 내게 그대로 알려주리라.
Some of those steps felt really weird. Alright, I definitely haven't done this one, so I have not done this course. Oh, that's weird. Okay, this one feels strange.
Hey! Why don't you just get up and dance, man?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that one. I'm not going to try and play it again right now, only because I don't want to have to go all the way to the end of that course. I might try and pick it up later. Hopefully it's in hard and I can figure out what's going on with it, because that just felt wrong to me. And then there was the other. Let me make a note of that. because there was the one song, what was it, Rewind, I think, that ended abruptly. And that was what? What is that song even called? Because that's not Comeback. But I'm making a note of those two songs anyway, just to, if I get a chance toward the end to try and get to them again. Your mom, DDR is harder to slide your feet. If you're playing on a modern pump machine with no brackets, I can totally understand why it'd be easier to slide on pump. But what I was getting at was with DDR, if you don't want to move your feet at all, you can actually kind of get by. Again, I think that's kind of a boring way to play. Personally, I don't enjoy it. So, but you know, if moving around and jumping are things you don't want to do, I feel like DDR makes that more possible. But anyway, Ortiz, new sub, hello, thank you. Saw a video of me on Sound Voltex. Do I have any tuts on the card save? I don't know what a tut is. Your mom. Hate easy mode in rhythm games. You feel obligated to play every chart, so easy mode is like deadly on your mind. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm only doing it because there's so few in this game. Otherwise, I would normally just kind of skip it. Glitch, do I have to go into event mode to access Extravaganza? I don't know, do I? If I do, let me know. If there's like some secret stuff that I am going to miss otherwise, let me know. Because I did not look anything up, and I'm hardly an expert, so. Apparently there was a Pump It Up machine, this is Kieran, near you many years ago, but they got rid of it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen so many of both DDR and Pump come and go in my area, it's kind of ridiculous. But thankfully, both of them are available relatively near me, and I'm not talking about the ones in my house. Yes, of course, those are here. But, I mean, both DDR and Pump are at Boss Battle Games, which is only about 20-25 minutes away from my house, so, you know, if I want to go, it's pretty reasonably convenient. Unreal to think somebody doesn't have access to Pump It Up in the world. Yeah, well, I don't know. It doesn't seem as common as it used to be, unfortunately. Let's see. Say that Dancing Stage had silly bad edits. I don't know that that was a bad edit. I think that was that was broken. Yeah, I saw that those were. The song I failed is called Please. Okay, cool. Thank you. And I did see that it was that those weren't jumps. I got it after the first couple, after I missed the first couple, but the whole thing just seemed a little bit whatchamacall. It seemed wonky to me. Like I was, well, I failed it, but I feel like I failed it faster than as much as I had missed at that point. But I don't know. You saw your save the game on the card. How do I do that? Oh, so if you're talking about Sound Voltex, saving the games, you just have to have a card. If the cabinet is connected to the network, which at any public arcade it should be, you just need to get a card. Oftentimes they'll have them at the desk that you can buy, and you just sign in with the card when you start the game, and you'll create a profile, and you're off to the races. So, oh, you just got Sound Volt. So if you're doing it at home, you're gonna have to find a network to connect to, because it won't do it on its own otherwise. Jimmy, when can I play the CS versions of Beatmania 2DX again? It was so cool. I don't know. I don't know if there's a great reason to do that again. My intent with the next time I play 2DX was going to be to play arcade stuff, because I haven't played those on stream yet. So that will happen before I do the CS versions again. But, you know, at some time in the future, if I'm looking for something to do and you suggest it, and I can't say that I won't do it, but I'm definitely trying to do things I haven't done before I repeat things that I have done. So that's definitely going to be down the line quite a ways if I get to it again. So again, we're going to do kind of move a lot in DDR or pump. The way you look when you move around too much makes you grossed out? Huh, I'm not sure I quite understand that, but okay. I don't know. I guess I've kind of, in DDR and pump, I stopped worrying too much about the way I look a long time ago. I mean, I try and make it look interesting if I can, but I know sometimes I look kind of awkward and gimpy too, so I don't know. You wish Dave & Buster's had more than DDR and pump. So the Dave & Buster's nearest me has neither these days. It used to have Pump It Up, but it's been like 10 years since they've had a Pump It Up machine there. I gotta go like a whole hour away to Dave & Buster's that has DDR but not pump. Yeah. So Ortiz, yeah, if you're playing on your own machine, you're gonna have to find a network to connect your cabinet to in order to do all of the network functions. It won't do it on its own, but anyway, okay. Hey, let's get to. Hold on. Okay, so that's right. It changed it to 5. So if I go in here, right, and I say 1 coin, save. Now I did not change the show help. Should still be off, right? But now it's on. So, hold on. I'm just curious what the deal is here. So if I say show help off, save, change coins, to 1, save. Now exit.
Hit me!
Okay, 1 coin. That's good. Help. It's off. Okay, so apparently every time you enter the menu, it resets everything to the defaults, question mark. So you have to make all of the changes that you want if you enter the menu. Otherwise, they're going to be the ones that you don't make are going to be lost, I guess. Well, that's super fun. Oh, God damn it. Do I have to play this song again? So that, I think, is the same. That's the chart that I played the second time I played it in easy mode. So I guess in easy mode, if a song appears later in the selections, then you end up playing the hard chart, I guess. Hey, I got to do the spin again. That's the highlight, because otherwise that song sucks. I guess that's IVAH. On the small title card, it looked like it said nah.
You rely your rise for the one sweet life twice. 아이야 네가 속한 세상에 넌 너무나도 아름다운 세상 속에 넌 그렇게 모든 것을 아름답기만 모든 것만 배웠지 않니 추한 것들을 가리라고 배웠지
난 그렇게 살고 싶지 않아 정말 난 그렇게
그거 무책임한 말들로 너무나 오래오래 전에 버려져왔던 날들 제발 가치 없는 말로 유린하지 마 One for the kid, two for the old 그래 우리가 만든 현장대로 지켜진 게 뭐가 있는가 그들은 소외당하고 무시당하고 보호받지도 못하고 나도 진짜 지켜주지 못했고 그래 언제까지 이따 위로 살 텐가 보지도 못한 아이들의 눈꽃을 꺼버리게 누가 허락했는가 언제까지 돌이킬 수 없는 잘못을 반복하고 살 텐가
That's a lot of dots, a lot of flashing dots. Is this going to be too hard? this song slash animation again.
Wicked Town.
That bar is really hard. Good thing I can read slow. Jeez. Ah, Extravaganza is down there, so looks like I'll be able to play it. As I recall, this has some spins in it. Although, God, who knows what chart this is, since... Did have suspense in it. Good times. Oh, it's a little after 8:30. It's been going an hour and a half. I think I spent the first half an hour just talking, so been playing about an hour. All right, well, there you go. Try to catch up here. Yeah, glitch. Newer pump games definitely don't do that with the menu. I don't even think First did that. Maybe I don't know. I didn't notice it happening on First, but that definitely seems just like a bug in second here. Whoops. I mean, I guess in the realm of bugs, that one's not terrible. It's not game breaking, at least. Actually, your mom actually starting to almost like this song. Oh boy, was that hate? It's still not good, but oh well. So Pat, you're curious if I'm staying away from using the speed mod? I kind of was, only in that I wanted to show how it was different with and without, but I did it one time and it didn't really feel that different. But now that I think about it, the song that I did it on was a pretty slow song, so that may have been why. So very, very short recap of what I was talking about toward the beginning of the stream. It appears that in these early games, the speed mods do change the way the judgment works. They effectively, roll back if you want to hear the whole explanation, but they effectively make the timing windows smaller. But I believe that is also exacerbated by the tempo of the song. So, because it seems to be perfect is determined by how close your arrow is lined up to the container. So, of course, if it's moving faster, the amount of time that it's lined up is smaller and makes that timing window effectively smaller. But if the song is also faster, the speed mod will make the arrows scroll even faster, and I think it makes it even more quote-unquote difficult. So, anyhow. Kieran's going to sleep. Thanks for joining. Have a good night. Alright. Let me, move on. I'll go ahead and use some speed mods, because I can. So we're ready for second course over here. So just for reference, like, except for the one song that I failed, right? I've been getting A's pretty much on everything. So we'll see how this goes with the speed. Feels fine to me. So maybe they made an adjustment from first to second, or maybe I'm just getting lucky. Hard to say. But when I played a test game earlier today, it felt like it's the same as first. So, who knows? All right. Click B. Is that clickbait?
Escape to paradise.
I see there's some chat coming in. I'll answer you all when I get done with this set. To the people that are saying good night, though, good night.
여기 있는 사람들 모두 높이 손을 들어 리듬에 맞춰서
I have powers that equal and surpass the powers of Lord.
You motherfuckers need to know what time it is right now, right here. It's Joe PD time right here. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we do it in 99 to year to G. Check it. Yeah. 여기 있는 사람들 모두 높이 손을 들어 리듬에 맞춰서 신나게 몸을 흔들어 이게 진짜 파티야 하는 생각 너도 들어 나도 진짜 죽인다 하는 생각은 들어 볼 아픈 소리 해줘도 절대 난 안 들어 거기 있는 아가씨 나는 아주 맘에 들어 그 아가씨 진짜 이쁜가 봐라 이리 봐라 나도 바라면서 손을 흔들어
ጤ진한 벌꿀로 날 맹수맹수하면 뭐래 음악은 나왔는데 잘 생각하는 거 뭐래 누구도 바깥 세상 곳이 아픈 소리 잊지마 또 잊지마 미루미루라는 거지
좋아라 좋아라 너무나 좋아라 이랑이가 중구용간 들은 건 알아 DJ와 MC가 맞으니 반가라 저기만 보이는 너는 사랑하라 좋아라 좋아라 너무나 좋아라 이랑이가 중구용간 들은 건 알아 DJ와 MC가 맞으니 반가라 저기만 보이는 너는 사랑하라 99 Stardom Joe PD
No.
That was a lazy edit. That was a lazy edit. Glitched? Yeah, I heard that too. That definitely sounded like an MF bomb in there. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that Pump, I would say, let some profanity by, but I honestly don't know how much they even care or try. I shouldn't say it's not the first time. Maybe it is the first time, but it's certainly not the only time, because I know there's other songs later that that would get the parental advisory. So much jumping. Something is rattling in my stage. I think this foot is not as solid as it ought to be. Sorry about my butt on cam. One second, I have a tool for that. Well, darn, it seems like my tool did not get put. Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna go that way. Yes. Okay. I think it was just that one. A little bit loose. All right, good. Ortiz, do I run an arcade or just own lots of games? I just own games. I do help out at a local arcade, though. So, I wouldn't say I run it, though. Definitely don't run it. Just help. Your mom and Pat, good night. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Yeah. The Andamira does not seem to be as careful about like content editing as DDR. Not that DDR hasn't ever let something weird slip, but usually, but there are many more examples of Pump doing it, if I'm not mistaken. But all right, I think we're ready for
Hit me!
set number 3. Yeah. Oh, good old funky tonight. DDR is indeed from Konami.
Tonight is the night. Funky music is the night. Oh, do you want a funky music?
Did I misspeak? I just meant that Andamiro doesn't seem
Funky music is the night. Oh, do you
as
want a funky music?
diligent about it as Konami does in their game, in their games. Oh, I read that backwards. Oh, jumping. boy, here we go.
Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start.
Actual emergency.
5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, let's see. DDR has weird moaning and Celebrate Night and Sexy Planet. Yeah, I mean, that's maybe suggestive, but not quite what we're going with. It's not profanity, so to speak, anyway. So, I'm not sure, Nehuen, which Banya song you're talking about. I know there were some, like, Chicago rap songs in NX, I think, that are a little rough on language like that. And SFJ, you're right about there's a word in Korean. I don't know if it's the word you're thinking of, but I know there is a word that does sound like the N-word. It's not. It's somewhat different, and it is a real Korean word. It's just a unfortunate coincidence, and it also is unfortunately kind of a common word. So you do hear it come up a lot in like K-pop and thusly Pump It Up. But there are definitely like examples of, you know, full on, straight up, like English curse words in Pump It Up songs that probably should have gotten censored. It's especially funny, some of those Chicago songs I was talking about, it's like they did censor some of them. So it's like parts of them are censored, but other words come through anyway. So it's just like, I'm just gonna guess that maybe whoever did the edit doesn't actually speak English, or certainly not as their first language, so they just missed it. I don't know. It's kind of funny either way. Why does Ignition Start sound weird? You thought it sounded weird? I don't know. It sounded normal to me, but I don't know. It's not a song that I play a heck of a lot on any normal thing. Oh, this shirt. So this shirt, it's a Schrodinger's cat joke, right? It's a cat in a box. But this is actually the shirt that Warren is wearing in the lab scene in Life is Strange. So, if you watched any of those streams that I played, I thought it was fun to have it, so I got this shirt. But it is cute. Meow. But, alright. It looks like we've got one more set of hard, and then I'm probably going to take a quick break, just to go to the bathroom, actually. And I guess we'll try some, we'll see, when I get back, we'll see the non-stops, and maybe check out a few of the doubles. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them, but we'll see.
Hit me!
And the game does not seem harder to me with the speed mods, so maybe second is different. I'm not sure. This sounds weird. It sounds like it's out of phase. It sounds hollow.
And now for my next number,
It's kind of making my head turn inside out.
I'm with it.
What's going on? What's going on? Get busy. Get busy. Okay, cut it.
Man, this game is so Korean. Whenever I missed a step, like a pretty good chunk of my bar like got knocked off. Like probably like 4 segments at least. Hard. Alright, final audition. Oh. I'm surprised it hasn't failed me. Wait, what happened to those last steps? Wait, what's happening now? Hello? Hello? Oh! What? What the? Well, this is interesting. You got any more out there? It doesn't seem to be judging those steps at all. Party people! I love the danger screen too. Danger, danger. Yeah, it's not judging them, good, bad, or indifferent. It's just being stupid. Hello? I assume I'm gonna have to bail on this. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to fail or pass. I don't know where these steps are coming from. One of those patterns looked like it was at least from this song. Thomas is one. Oh.
Hey! Why don't you just get up and dance, man?
Okay, well, I guess it does fail eventually. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. I love fun little glitches and errors. So I'm not sure. It's hard for me to say on this game, like, what things are bugs, like they did it wrong, or what things are glitches because this is 22-year-old hardware that it's running on. Maybe it just fucked up. You know, I don't, like, I'm not running any computers that are this old on any regular basis. I have a few, but I hardly ever turn them on. So, I don't know how much to blame the game and how much to just accept that, you know, this hardware is old and tired. Ooh, it's this center panel, or the center strip is a little bit loose. That might be what I'm hearing rattling. Where's my good screwdriver? There we go. Just gonna fix things as we go here. Why not? Oh yeah, that screw is quite loose, actually. Oh, this screw is stripped. It's not tightening. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, because the rest of them are fine. Wonder how that happened. Yeah, none of the rest of these are loose. Just that one. But it just spins freely forever. Oh well, rip. Might have to retap that later. Anyway. So, Nehuen, when I say the Chicago rap songs, I'm actually talking about more than one song. So in NX, there were, I want to say 4 or 5 songs that were, like, licensed, featured, I don't know, off of, like, a, like, rap and hip-hop label that was based in Chicago. The only reason I know that is because I went to USPF 2007, which was held in Chicago, and 1 or 2 of the groups that did those songs actually came and performed at the event. So it was like, oh, these are your songs. Cool. So there you go. But yeah, and this shirt is from Life is Strange. Alright, catching up a little bit here. So I don't know what happened there. Something broke, obviously. So SFJ, just a bit of an observation. You've noticed that I don't use the buttons on the cabinet to select songs and perform other functions, but I use the pad. The answer, yes, that's true, because there are no buttons on the cabinet. They did not add, like, Modern Pump does have buttons on the cabinet, but older Pump did not. That was something that came in, gosh, like Pro introduced it, and I'm trying to remember what mainline game first had it. Maybe NX or NX2, I can't remember. But since I've been playing Pump since before there were buttons, even when I do play on a machine that has the cabinet buttons, I usually don't use them. I'm just not used to it, because I never had them before, so I still don't use them. Thomas is one of breakdance. Yes, I saw that. That's so weird. Saying that this isn't DDR. It's true, it isn't DDR. No up and down. No, it has 2 ups and 2 downs. How about that? Right. There was a button board. So there was a button board for FX cabinets. You could get a button board for this style cabinet too, the GX and the SX. You could get. I don't think they ever sold it. Sold these cabinets with them pre-installed, but you could buy the kit. I think you actually had to drill it yourself and to install the buttons. There might have been like a panel, but I don't remember. Again, I never, like, I'm used to not having buttons, so I've never really like sought them out. I don't care about them really. Of course, I use them in DDR, but in Pump, I've always used the stage, because that's the way it was. Anyway, Pat, are we playing remixes? Yes, we can play remixes. I want to decide if I... So that was only the 3rd song of the last set of Hard that flipped out there. So I don't know if the 4th song is one that I haven't played before. I can't remember. From seeing it earlier, but I'm trying to decide if I want to repeat that set, and then I said I was going to take a break and do the remixes. So let's do that. Let me try and play that. Let's hope that it works this time. I'm gonna assume it was just a one-time glitch. Obviously, if it craps out again, well, then I give up. Unfortunately, that means I have to, replay the first 2 songs, but, that happens sometimes. So both DDR and Pump, back in this early era, had what I've always referred to as path selection, where you can't just pick any song at any time. Certain songs are only available either as, the first, second, or third song, or they are only available if you pick a particular song first. That's how DDR did it. So that's why I'm ending up having to replay these first 2 songs to get to the 3rd song that crapped out last time. And we'll see if it works. I don't feel too bad talking over that because I've already played it a few times on this stream, and also it's not super duper hard. I'm pretty bad about talking when songs get complicated. I can't like multitask that well.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics. I'm with it.
What's going on? What's going on?
Get busy. Get busy.
And now,
Okay, cut it.
Okay, cut it. Good night, SFJ. All right, here we go. And Ortiz, I see your question. I'll answer it when I get done with this set, which will either be in 2 songs or just this one if it breaks again. Nope. Interesting. So I guess it's just this song is busted. Either that or my disc is bad. I guess that's possible too. Like I said, it's hard for me to say whether this is a bug in the game, like they did it wrong, or if this is some issue that is unique to my situation. Ergo, this disc, this system unit being super old, I'm in America, like who knows? So, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, okay, so that broke. Cool. It was Extravaganza was the 4th song in that chorus, wasn't it? Which somebody asked for. Well, I'll see if I can get through to it later, or maybe we'll see it in doubles. But anyway, I am gonna take a quick break. Let me bail on this. Ooh, here's an interesting question. Does it lose all of its settings? It does. So apparently, every time you enter the test menu, the operator menu, it just resets all of the settings. So any settings that you want to have, you have to make them on that visit to the operator menu and save them. Otherwise, they're going to be lost. Fun. All right. Well, that is a bug. Anyhow, oh, Ortiz, let me answer that question for you real quick before I go. How many machines do I have? I think the answer is 20? Question mark? I should just know that, right? But I don't. I think it's about 20, but here, let me send you a link. Hold on. So, here is a link to a video of the showing my basement. Now, this video is from a couple of years ago, so it's a little bit out of date. The new DDR cabinet that I have, the DDRX cabinet, the black Japanese cabinet with the satellite units, the light spires on the side, is not in this video. But if you look at some of my streams from last month, you can see that cabinet. But otherwise, I think everything else is in that video. I need to make a new one, but the basement's actually kind of a wreck, so I need to like clean up before I do. So that is that. I've been forgetting to do this for a lot of times, so I will also plug the Discord. If you are interested, you can join my Discord. There is an invite. I don't have to say anything else about that, do I? There it is. You know how that works. And then I'm going to take a quick break. On the last stream, some of you noted that the song that I used during the break stopped. And that is because I had ripped that music from first, I guess, or second. I don't know, it's the same. Some of the interstitial music for like the how to play and, you know, the menu music and stuff like that. And because the music in these early pump games is CD audio, they don't loop, because you can't really loop a CD audio track because it plays and then you have to seek back to the beginning of the track, which is fast but takes a moment, so it will break the loop by at least a split second. So I chose to not loop it, although that meant that it was like a 20-second clip and it stopped. And I was gone for like a minute or and a half or something like that. Anyway, tonight I decided I would take one of those same clips and I would make it a loop. So it should loop tonight. Now, again, it wasn't really designed as a loop, so it maybe will sound slightly weird. But I think I did a pretty good job cutting it, so you can tell me. And actually, when I jump in, when I hit the Be Right Back screen, I'm gonna try and throw the chat on there too, because normally it's not there, but I noticed at least last time there was some chatting and that I think kind of got lost to the ages. So I'll make that happen real quick before I go. So took all of that downstairs. So the answer to that question is actually no. Most of it doesn't go downstairs. Most of it goes down a hill on the side of the house. The stairs are too narrow, and a lot of the machines are too big. Let me show you a clip of one of the machines, how it does get down the hill and into the house. Well, at least down the hill. I don't think it goes as long as into the house. But here you go. That's kind of scary. But anyway, I'm gonna be right back. And I'll see you in just a few. Alright, I am back. That wasn't too long, was it? Did that loop work okay? It sounded like it was alright. Anyway, yeah. The silly DVD screensaver. That was... I don't know. I was talking about that at the beginning of the stream, because I'm a goofball. Anyway, obviously I need to add something. I need to add a little shaded area onto that screen for the chat. I put it up there, but it was almost impossible to read because everything's so darn bright, but I don't know. I didn't design it that way on purpose. So, note to self, add a shaded area, be right back screen. Got it. Okay, let me reset these things, but you will notice that it does at least retain, remember the... No, not on. Show help. Show help off. Save. Coin. 1. Save. Exit. Got it. Actually, just for funsies. Show help off. Demo sound on. Save. Coin. it does remember how many credits you had when you go to the test menu. That's nice. All right. And what am I doing? Oh yeah. Let's take a look at these remix courses. Mix 1. Oh, look at that dancing guy. Apparently Pump does have dancers. Like there was a big shadow that came across the screen. I don't know if that was a graphical error or what. Oh, I see. It's the dancer. He's coming across into the foreground sometimes. He kicks forward. Well, that's kind of obnoxious. I know somebody posted that there were dancers in the in my Discord a while back, but I had forgotten. And yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so I guess we're gonna do. This is number 4. So speaking of the characters, the dancing character, so the hardware in the MK3 is a Voodoo.
Ow! It's hit me!
Which was, you know, reasonably advanced 3D acceleration hardware for the late 90s. So they have a lot more to work with than DDR did with a PlayStation 1, essentially, in the early games. So that animation looks way more advanced. Like, obviously there's a much higher polygon count, it's higher resolution, you know, the actual dance that he's doing seems like it makes some sense. I think my only real complaint, like, the character design is kind of meh. I mean, it's good. It looks like a human. It moves like a human. But, you know, it's like literally a guy in pants with no shirt on. So DDR did a lot more to create, like, characters that had, you know, unique and distinct looks, colorful, you know, fun to look at. And this is a lot more plain in the design, but the quality of the character, like the model, and also the animation, higher frame rate too, looks miles better than DDR did at the same time. So that's kind of neat. You said there's a hidden remix at some point? Okay, well, I'll keep my eye open. And Nehuen, I 100% agree with you. I like kind of like these pre-made mixes. Solo did it. DDR Solo did it. DDRX had a few of these where they actually, you know, produced a mix of songs ahead of time, so they have, you know, nice transitions like a real DJ would do, versus, you know, just a non-stop course like DDR, where it just, you know, plays them back to back, but they don't actually blend into each other at all. I like this style. It's fun. And I would consider these to be, well, especially here, because these songs in the remixes, it's almost a misnomer calling them a remix, because these songs aren't even in the game, many of them, otherwise. So it's like, remix of what? But because they are like produced mixes, I consider these to be like whole other songs unto themselves, unlike, you know, a non-stop course in DDR where it's just a mashup of some songs, like you said. But okay, let's take a look at the second one. How am I doing on time? 9:48. Okay, I'm not doing too bad. Crazy Step. Okay, mix number 2. I kind of like all the like disco lights too. It's a weird way to end that. So I need an S for it to show up. All right, well, I can try. Mix number 5.
The power of your influence.
Take it outside.
Is an S a full combo? I know I missed 2 on that. That also felt really long for some reason.
What you got to say? What you got to say? Yeah, I'm at your mystery feelings. Hit me!
Alright. S is full combo and decent accuracy. You'll see it on your second stage on the bottom. Right, okay.
Shut up and sit down.
근겨 reggae, freestyle reggae. 근겨 reggae,
너무나 큰 감격에 그런 기쁨에 그래 나는 너무나 행복해
I keep screwing up those drills, even though they should be relatively simple.
지금부터 내가 프리스타일 랩을 시작한다 나는 프리스타일 MC 주라 MC 주라 손바닥 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 소장난이라고들 한다
So Quinn, there is free play, but oh, wait, was that an S? Did I get an S? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I can't pick that. I see. Oh well. So, Quinn, there is a free play mode. However, to pump it up traditionally, if you have a credit on the machine, like so,
Hit me!
it will stay on this title screen, stay on the title screen for that mix indefinitely. And free play counts as credits for that purpose. So basically, if you put it in free play mode, it will never go into the attract loop. That's why I have it in coin play. But and Regen, you say the jacks are in the old games are buggy. Yeah, some of them I definitely like screwed up on my own, but some of them definitely felt like I think I should have hit that, so I'll accept that, I guess. And Gato de Plastico, I did a whole thing about this toward the beginning of the stream. The timing, so the syncing was a CD-ROM problem, which actually we fixed. So first mix was fine, or first dance floor. The timing, the judgment, appeared to be affected by speed mods in first dance floor. I can't tell in second dance floor, but it seems like they're not. But in first dance floor, after the stream, another friend of mine and I, we basically determined that if you want the full description, go roll back to the beginning of the stream. But we basically determined that speed mods effectively make the timing windows smaller, so it does actually make the game a little bit harder. But that is separate from sync. Sync seems fine either way if you're using a CD-ROM drive that is compatible, apparently. So, but yes, like we've witnessed a few bugs in this game tonight. Some songs that just like stopped. One song that wouldn't stop. And like it's just some random goofiness going on, but in general, like the timing, the sync, the judgment all feels pretty good. I'm not a big score player, so I'm probably not as discerning as some people would be, but for my purposes and my tastes, it feels pretty fine to me. I haven't been having any trouble in that regard. And got one more non-stop left, and then maybe I'll take a look at some doubles, and then I'm about ready to be done. Didn't I? Did this show up already? This feels familiar to me. Yeah, I did this one already. But it showed up on the second screen. have I... So what is it going to show me in the second? So 1, 5, 4. I've done all of those, and this one is empty. So I'm just going to bail on this because I've done all of that. Oh, apparently I put it in free play. Look at it. It says free play. It's little. That's funny. Oh shit. Well, I'll try one more time to see if I can get the S. Probably on number 1, the easiest one, right? Because I seem to recall there was a 4th selection one of the times I went through here, and I just didn't realize that that was special. I just tripped. Are you kidding me? Will it fail me out? I guess not. And it doesn't miss, it doesn't combo misses.
Hey! Why don't you just get up and
Well, it
dance,
doesn't read
man?
the combo. Have I tried event mode? I haven't. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Where is it? Oh, game. Oh, event. Oh, there it is. My bad. Event. What does it do? Ah. Oh. So it'll let you play. Okay, so I remember I had trouble with this song. Ah, well. Wait, it wasn't this song, was it? It was, okay. I don't remember. No, this one was fine. There was a bad that I got there, and I don't even know why. So I see how it's gonna let me. It looks like it'll let me play every song. I don't know which chart it's picking. Like I don't know how to change difficulty if that's possible. So what? No, it was that song that messed up on me before. And then also this one. Well, good. We can at least get through these. Are the remixes available in Event 2? I guess we'll find out. Okay, well, we've seen that now. So, Gato, you wonder if this model of cabinet existed when Second Mix was released? The answer is no, it definitely did not. But everything seems to work. Cool. And let's see. Ahmad, you said when Pump It Up Prime 2, it's gonna be a while. I'm trying to do all of them in order. So when we're only on number 2, and Prime 2 is like number what, 20? Or getting up there, so it's gonna be a while. It'll probably be at least a month or so before I get there. I'm gonna try and maybe do 2 a week, but so far I've only done 1 a week, so we'll see how it goes. But stick with it, we'll get there. And Gato de Plastico, you love how the combo and judgment font are huge. Yeah, some of the graphic design in this game is kind of like this. I was talking about this before. Look at that. It's like pump, stomp your feet, it up. The 2 dance floor end. I mean, I know what it's supposed to say, but it does not read that way, okay? But, you know, whatever. Regen, you say you think it goes in order of difficulty, so easy difficulties, then normal, then double. Okay, we'll check it out. Shrimpo, 15 if I don't count Pro 1 and 2 and Infinity. Then it would be 18. Okay, well, still, it's going to be a while before I get the Prime 2, for sure. Ah, yes. I see what you mean. And I didn't get to do Extravaganza, did I? Because it was in the track that crashed on me. So, let's see. I think that's the only song that I've missed.
Volts of electricity.
That was actually rather difficult. Hey, a bee! That's my first non-A or fail tonight. You remember back in the 2000s, your local extra machine, you couldn't play Forever Love because it crashed. You know, it'll be interesting when I get there because I never played extra. So, I hear it's kind of weird. Alright, what do we got here? Do we have the remixes? Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like 4 again. Yeah, 4, 4, 5, 6, hidden. Okay, so this did show up the first time that I played, the remixes. I just didn't realize it was special, so I didn't click it. But, yeah, here we go. Did I not do the... Speed mod? Let's try that
Why don't
again.
you just get up and dance, man?
Extra is the first version with holds. Ironic since Forever Love is the first thing you see when you start extra. True. Very jank. Very, very jank. Alright. It'll be interesting. I've been looking forward to all of these because, like, I really started playing Pump at Exceed 2. I had played before that, but Exceed 2 is when I started playing it, like, a lot. So most of the stuff before it I have not played or seen. So I've been kind of looking forward to seeing it just for the novelty of it all, really. All right, what's after this? More remix. What? Okay, whatever. Anyway, here we go. Let me try this again. See if I have speed mods. If I can manage this. And I didn't do it right. And that's why it was hard.
Hey! Why don't you just get up and dance, man?
Boo. Oh, after that it's their doubles charts. I see. If you look in between the two songs, you can see a double mode icon should appear. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Ah, yeah, double mode. I see it. So interesting. I don't see doubles of the regular songs, though. All right, I'm going to give this one more try. And then I'm going to play a few doubles. And then I'm gonna give up for a while. I've been going a while. I'm getting tired. I even knew it was there and I did it wrong still. Boo. Alright, well, forget it. The game over screen is kind of a jump scare. A little bit, eh? A little bit. Alright, let me go back to not event mode. Yeah, I think there was another hidden one in that menu, but it was like the doubles one. Or a different difficulty, but it's the same music. Same music that I'm failing. Let's do this one. I'm probably not gonna do I'll do at least one set of doubles, but I don't know how many if I'll do another. I guess I have one more credit. I'll do two. How about that? But it's oh, it's almost 10:30, so I'm ready to be done.
정말 네가
Forgot what game I was playing for a second. Oh no. No speed mod.
Physically, continentally,
Not the most danceable chart, but, you know, whatever.
여기 있는 사람들 모두 높이 손을 들어 리듬에 맞춰서
지루할 수 없는 생각 안 했어 남겨진 기억에 너
여기 있는 사람들 모두 높이
생각 안 했어 널 보내주겠어 날 원치 않으면 널 보낼 수 있어
예전처럼 지울 거라 생각했어 하루부터 시간이 가면 낮을 거라 생각도 했어 착각이었어 처음 느낌대로 쑥쑥부터 저려 오는 그리움이 나를 무너뜨리고 있어 이럴수록 내 가슴은 더 아파와도 소용없는 맹세만 해
널 생각 안 했어 남겨진 기억에 너 울지 않겠어 널 보내주겠어 난 원치 않으면 널 잊어주겠어 내 손에 너를 잡아 놓지 않고 다시
잊는다는 표면으로 널 하루 종일 가슴 속에 담고 살아
널 보내주겠어 날 원치 않는 널 보낼 수 있어 널 잊어주겠어 함께한 기억에 네 모습까지도 널 생각 안 했어 남겨진 기억에 너 두지 않겠어
Some weird jumps in there. Was that only 3 songs? All right. Stupidly smug the double shadow guy. One of your favorite songs? That one was pretty good. For sure. Alright, I think this is gonna be my last game. I'm gonna try and play some of these second songs and not the first ones because I played those last stream. Hey, that was an S. Spiffy. Yeah, there's a lot of samples that get reused. A lot. For sure.
여기 있는 사람들 모두 여기 있는 사람들 모두 높이 손을 들어 리듬에 맞춰서 신나게 몸을 흔들어 이게 진짜 파티야 하는 생각로도 들어
I have powers that equal and surpass the powers of Lord.
You motherfuckers need to know what time it is right now, right here. It's Joker D time right here. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we do it in 99 to you to G. Check it. Yeah. 여기 있는 사람들 모두 높이 손을 들어 리듬에 맞춰서 신나게 몸을 흔들어 이게 진짜 파티야 하는 생각로도 들어 나도 진짜 죽인다 하는 생각은 들어 볼 아픈 소리 해줘도 절대 난 안 들어 거기 있는 아가씨 나는 아주 맘에 들어 그 아가씨 진짜 이쁜가 봐라 이리 봐라 나도 말하면서 손을 흔들어 좋아라 좋아라 너무나 좋아라 이랑이가 중구용가 들은 떠나라 DJ와 MC가 완전히 반가라 저기 뒤만 보이는 너는 사려가라 좋아라 좋아라 너무나 좋아라 이랑이가 중구용가 들은 떠나라 DJ와 MC가 완전히 반가라 저기 뒤만 보이는 너는 사려가라 99 Stardom 조피 D
All right. Three hours, 41 minutes. Wow, this is a long one. But yeah, I think I'm done for tonight. It's too much. I'm sweaty, I'm tired. I'm hungry, I'm ready to go sit down and rest and have a little food and enjoy the rest of my night. But I have enjoyed my night up to this point, spending it with you. Oh, how sweet. But no, seriously. Thanks as always for joining me on this stream, taking a look at Second Dance Floor. Pump it up. I will be back. I'm not sure if it'll be all the way to Friday next week. It might be a little bit earlier. We'll see. I know Tiarmazi really wanted to play OBG, third dance floor with me. Well, he really wanted to play it, period. So I promised that I would save it for him. So whenever we are able to get our schedules synchronized for him to come over and do that, the next stream will be OBG, Oldies But Goodies, third dance floor. So looking forward to that. That is one that I actually have played before. Oddly enough, out of order. I want to say I had, like I said, I started playing heavily, like consistently at Exceed 2, and then I think we had gotten up to at least 0, maybe NX already, and then another local arcade got an OBG machine for some strange reason. And so I, it was out of sequence for me, but I have played it at least a little bit. And then they ended up upgrading it to NX, so shrug. But that is one of the early mixes. Unlike first and second, which I'd never played before until I played them on stream for you. Third is one that I have at least seen before, but not played very heavily. I mean, probably a handful of games at most. So it will be fairly unfamiliar to me, but so still quite novel. Anyway, with that, thanks again. As always, I will see you next time. Hopefully, I'm hoping it'll be maybe Monday of next week, but it might be all the way to Friday. We'll see. Like I said, it since I'm coordinating with somebody else, it's going to be a little bit iffy. But I hope you will. I will schedule it as soon as I know, and I hope you'll join me. Until then, have a great night or day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, everyone.
300,000 volts of electricity.
Program your brain.
Time to rock.
Program your brain.
Time to rock. Time to rock. Time to rock.
Wonderful.